recording? Boom, 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 boom.
Nah.
Just try not to choke the mic. You know what I mean? Fist with, yeah. I tend to breathe heavy, so I breathe heavy as
good?
fuck. We're good? That's mine, right? All right. What up, guys? This is EP 41 Off the Clock Podcast. I'm here with two very special guests today. You guys want to introduce yourself?
My name's Izzy. I'm a personal trainer. Been doing this for about 4 years, mostly online. I just started in person, and I love what I do. And this is Josh. We started off, he was my client last year, did a bodybuilding show, and we're going to continue going.
Yes, sir, man. My name's Joshua Levitan. Been in the fitness space for, 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? Started back in 2014, started up a brand. Still going, still pumping out motivation, still pumping out content. Kind of feel like it changes a little bit over time, whether it's motivation, lifestyle stuff, or just strictly workouts. But I do train clients online as well. I train clients in person. Did a bodybuilding show for my first time last year, like Iz said. And just really looking to just continue to spread positivity, inspiration, and motivation back into people. So that's really the goal overall.
That's what's up. To backtrack a little bit, you mentioned that you trained him. So that's how you guys met,
Yeah.
And how did that go out? Was that your first competition when he trained you?
Yeah, that was my first comp.
How did that go out?
Yo, it was a great experience, man. I'm trying to think of how everything started off.
Yeah,
I think.
how you guys met and stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So one of my friends, actually, I'll shout him out, Ramo, sent me a story, one of your stories, saying, yo, he's looking for a coach. And I was like, word. And a few other people had sent you, like
Other
my
coaches,
page,
yeah.
and other coaches. And you had reached out to me. And the rest is history.
It was crazy because I remember, I think Kinsley was just being born at this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was crazy.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
I reached out to him, and I'm like, he's like, yo, let's hop on the call. I'm like, all right, bro's in the hospital, bro, with his daughter being born. And I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, I'm going to get you your plan. I'm like, yo, just, spend
Chill,
the time.
yeah.
You just get it to me later. No worries, no rush. But that's how passionate he is about the coaching and wanting to help people and, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah, the experience was dope, man. I learned a lot about myself and just about the sport of bodybuilding. I've been training I started working out, bro, probably back in 2011, 2012, like, seriously. I had a tumor in my hip because I played basketball. I went to Westfield State. I played basketball. That was my only hope, my only dream, my only aspiration was to play college basketball. I didn't care about anything else, bro. I used to sleep with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Be up at 5 in the morning before school, getting shots up, shoveling the snow, all that shit. So, can I curse on here?
Bro, go ahead.
Oh,
You can
all
say
right.
whatever
So-
the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want.
All right, cool. So, long story short, I was experiencing pain in my hip. I didn't know what was going on. Went to a doctor. They were like, yo, it's probably just like a cyst or something. I'm like, all right, cool. Did physical therapy. Come to find out, it was still bothering me, and I played the whole college season with that. And I knew it was getting serious when it was bothering me while I was sleeping. It would wake me up out of my sleep with, like, excruciating pain. So then I went back to the doctor. They referred me to somebody else. They did the x-rays, MRIs, all of that stuff, and come to find out it was a tumor in my hip. So what they had to do was take my hip off, literally take it off, scrape out the tumor completely, put my hip back on. So, obviously that was, like, pretty extensive. So I missed the whole season, the next season. So my first year, I was a sophomore. I played, had a good season. I was in the games. Like, when we was in the playoffs, it was mad fun. Everything I dreamed about, that was the start of it. I was just getting a taste of, like, college basketball, right? Then, my junior year, which was supposed to be my breakout season, missed the whole season. I remember I called the coach on the phone in the summertime, and I'm like, yo, coach, man, I'm going to miss the whole season because, I got a tumor. I'm crying, bro, on the phone, like, as I'm talking to him, like you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. If you want to cry, go ahead, bro. I'm not judging you, bro. I ain't judging you, bro.
Yo, so, so that happened. And I say all of this to say this is when I started working out for real. I didn't have basketball to turn to anymore. Basketball was my outlet. It was when I was stressed, I would go play. When I was feeling the type of way, I would go play or just even touching the rock, bro, dribbling it, whatever it was, that would, like, take my stress, my anxiety, my pain, and everything I was going through away. So when I didn't have that to turn to, I needed something else. And then that's kind of when weightlifting and stuff got involved or introduced to me. Started working out, and I'm in the gym, bro, in college on crutches everybody looking at me like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, I'm on crutches. Like, my homies are passing me dumbbells. They putting them back for me, all of that stuff. So I fell in love with it at that point because it wasn't about the team anymore or remembering plays or the coach. It was just me versus me getting a little bit better each and every day. You feel me? So long ass story, bro. I'm bringing it all back to the point when I met Iz. Even though I worked out for that long, when I met Iz, he put me on to so many different ways of working out, ways that I never knew. I don't want to say I thought I knew everything, but I thought I pretty much trained every way possible. You know, like plyometrics,
bro. That's my mentality right now. I feel like I got it all down pat. I've been training for 4 years.
See,
and I feel stagnant right now. You know what I mean? I'm not getting story enough.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to connect that after this 110%.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Shit, you see, like you changed his life. In
Yeah,
a small perspective. You didn't like, you know.
No shit. I have fucking pictures.
Yeah.
Within the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker's my bad, bro.
No,
this
you're good.
Used to training.
Bring the mic a little closer.
This dude's used to training 100 reps this, 500 reps this,
Yep.
Stays lean, looking crazy, has a lot of fucking muscle.
Yeah, the physique is crazy, bro.
Dude,
Thank you,
and
bro.
then
Appreciate you.
I'm like, yo, all right. I'm like, you got a lot of muscle. Let's see what we can do.
Yep.
No shit. So it's called beginner gains.
Beginner
Even though
gains?
he wasn't a beginner, right? He looked good. He had a lot of muscle, but it's called beginner gains, right? Because we switched his entire training to hypertrophy. We're just building muscle, right? We're at the 8 to 15 rep range. Sometimes we're adding a little volume. Intensity was always high. We have a whole bunch of fucking videos, and I have a whole bunch in the archives that I gotta post to. But so many on the archives. I'm the worst with posting, but so many. But like the intensity and how he trained was so different to the point where yes, he had a lot of muscle, but within 4 weeks. I honestly have not seen that big of a transition or transformation in 4 weeks. His back improved immensely in 4 weeks. And then we just kept going. And at the end of like 12 weeks, it was just crazy.
So how did you start bodybuilding? Like, where did you start?
Oh, so 2019, I'm going to give Kawasaki a shout out, man.
Shout out Kawasaki.
Shout out to Kawasaki.
Okay.
Kawasaki.
The bike?
Yeah.
The motorcycle?
Like the bike. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
So I was in Hawaii. It was Thanksgiving, 2019. And my boy Ishman was like, yo, let's go train legs with Kawasaki. I'm like, the gym's closed. I'm like, the only way I can train is if I sign up for a training session with him. I'm like, sure, I'll train. Yo, when I tell you, I never knew what training legs was until I trained him. And I credit a lot of my style of training to Kawasaki. And I give him his flowers. And a lot of my training goes from him and my first two coaches, him and Jeff Hoff, right? Dude, honestly, I give them their flowers, man, because honestly, I learned so much. And they're both similar training styles, but I learned so much more about bodybuilding, through both of them, where I was able to connect everything to what I'm doing. Now, obviously, I learned a lot, by doing a lot of research and also reading, but having those two mentors in my life were the biggest, was the biggest difference for me, in my transitioning from the Army to coaching.
Oh, you was in the military?
Yeah, I was in the Army.
So you was already training prior to 2019?
Yeah, I was training, but it was more like, that combat training and all those burpees and shit, the rucks and all that extra shit.
Well,
but
thank you for your service.
I appreciate that,
I have
man.
family in the military right now, so.
What?
I have family in the military,
nice,
so I really
nice.
do
That's
thank you
what's
for your
up,
service. So
Yeah,
2019, and then you met somebody who inspired
Humbled me.
Humbled me. Not you.
Yeah,
to
humbled me.
Start competition. You competed?
No, so I didn't start competing until I came to the States. I was in Hawaii, so until I came here, I didn't compete till I think 2021, 2022. And
That was recently.
Yeah, recently. Yeah. But I prepped for shows. Just COVID happened, wasn't able to compete.
Fucking COVID.
But man, yo, I want to say this because a lot of people don't realize this, man. That ego, right? As soon as you walk into those doors, remember that's one of the things I first told you.
I got
As
ego.
soon as you walk into the door, that fucking ego stays at the fucking door, especially if you're trying to bodybuild. If you're powerlifting, whatever. But if you're bodybuilding and or just trying to put on muscle, bodybuilding to me isn't competing. Bodybuilding is just transforming your body and actually trying to look better. Now there's competitive bodybuilding, right? But if you're trying to bodybuild and look better and just, overall be better, like more aesthetic, leave that ego over there, right? Because that's just what's gonna get you hurt.
I feel like you're talking right to me, bro.
Yeah,
He's
no, but
talking
for
right
real,
to me.
like, and dude, this motherfucker yelled at me in front of everyone, and I'm like, and I was this little scrawny little, whatever, and I thought it was hot shit, man. And he yelled in front of everyone, and like, basically humbled me to the point where I go home and I'm motherfucking this motherfucker like crazy. But I'm like, I can't believe he, But then I sat back in it, and I'm like, nah, like I needed that. And ever since that moment, he might not remember this, but to me that was a big turning point in who I was and who I became, because that showed me, I was so egotistical for nothing, right? For nothing. I had nothing going for me, and here I am now, like, I'm not gonna say I'm humble, right? But I'm gonna say I'm definitely, I don't carry around that ego with me, which is crazy, and I really needed that to be where I am now.
It's crazy how somebody could impact your life like that. He, like he said, he might not even know
Might
it,
not-
but
he
he
might not even
impacted your
remember
life,
that
and
shit,
you
but
like,
to me-
shit, fuck this
Yo,
motherfucker, but he changed
and
my
I
life for real.
appreciate that. Like, I messaged him the other day because I saw one of his clients in California, because I had a client compete in California, and I saw him wear a Kawasaki shirt. I'm like, yo, I just want to say, like, your coach was my first coach, and I still thank him to this day because that motherfucker humbled me, and I appreciate everything that he's done for me.
I love that. Hell yeah. How about you? Did you think he humbled you in the sense of wanting to change your physique in a way?
I'm going to say I humbled him. He's always been
Yeah,
a humble
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You
I
seem
feel
like a real chill guy. First moment I met you, like,
Nah,
this dude
for
is-
sure. I feel like sometimes I'll be too humble to a fault almost.
What do you mean by that? Could it be at least
I
a bad
feel
thing
like
or a good thing?
it could be looked at as both. Like, it's a good thing because you're never gonna get me operating out of ego or me thinking I'm better than somebody else. Like, that's why, like, I engage with everybody. I talk to everybody. Anyone who ever reached out to me via Instagram or whatever social media platform, I always prioritize them and make sure that I message them back. I talk to them.
that's
I
love,
communicate
that's
with
love.
them,
Yeah, hell yeah.
no matter what it is.
Hell yeah.
So, like, that's the good part. But the other part is, like, being too humble to where people may take advantage of that. People may walk all over me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'll take the back seat and let you get the front 1,000 times before I take the front. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people can see that sometimes and they'll take advantage. Kind of like, the nice guy never wins type of thing.
This
So
guy's sweet, so I'm gonna run. Yeah, I feel that. I feel
You
that
feel
110%.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
so-
I feel like it took me a while to like gain this calm and this humble, because
Yeah.
shit, tell you right now, growing up, I didn't grow up around sweet and candy, you know what I mean? I grew up rough.
Yep.
I didn't have a loving family, I grew up around the wrong crowd.
Yep.
And it took me to meet someone like PJ to really change that. He's a lot older than me. He's what 32,
He said a lot
36.
older. Yeah, that's
Damn. How old are you guys?
I'm 32.
Around the
28.
same age.
Yeah, I'm
so,
28.
like,
Yeah.
you could tell I surround myself around older crowd.
Yeah, you say the same thing.
Same
Because
thing.
you
I'm
guys
the youngest
fucking
one.
humble me, bro.
I'm the
Like, it wasn't
youngest
for him,
one.
I'd probably still be a
Yeah.
hothead. You know what I mean? So,
Nah.
like, he showed me ways of, like, to see life different spiritually. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started surrounding myself around different people.
Right.
And I thank you, too, because I met him at the gym. It was always minuscule conversation,
Yeah, yeah.
but I be locked in, so you know what
Nah,
I mean?
yeah,
But there's
yeah,
times
for
where you come
sure.
up to me, I like your shirt. I'm like, yo, I appreciate you. I started noticing that. Then that's when I seen you made content, and I'm like, oh shit, I've been trying to get bro on the pod. Like,
Yeah,
I see,
yeah.
I went to the gym a few times, I like it.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, yo, I want you guys on the pod. Can you connect me with you? Then he did it right there and then. I'm like, I appreciate
that's-
that shit. That's love. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? Like, I gotta.
That's all him, man. I'm telling you, like, this dude has, even though I coached him, right? Like, I'm still 28, man. I'm still young, and he's 32. Our other boy is what, 37?
Yep.
I have one of my other friends. She's 30, 35. And it's like my other Joe's 35 too. Like, I have Melissa's 35. So all my friends are older than me. For like, I'm not saying for a reason,
Yeah.
but I value them so much more because everyone my age still young, still young mentally. I grew up. I was in the military. I got married and getting divorced now, but married.
Sorry to hear
like,
that.
no, you're good. We're good. 21. I had 2 kids. I bought my house at 24, 25. Like,
Congrats.
I've been living like such a older life, at a young age, and that's why like these guys have been, especially Josh, man, this dude, just his positivity. He's changed my perspective. I tell him he probably gets tired of this shit. He's changed my perspective on so many things, and I remember the one conversation, man. My food got brought down. And I'm coaching him. We're working out, and I'm struggling, bro. I'm like, yo, my food got brought down. My cardio went up. He was like, how many meals are you eating? Bro, I shit you not, this is how a conversation went. He was like, how many meals are you eating? I was like, 6. He was like, that's 6 more meals than some people in America get. Bro, right there, I'm like, I get the chills thinking about that. I'm like, bro, that's so true. Like, there's still people, like, struggling to get 1 meal in here, right? But here I am complaining because, yeah, my calories are low, but I'm still eating 6 meals a day.
Bless.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that right there changed my perspective to where if I'm sucking, I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to know, you know,
Somebody's always doing worse
someone's
than
always
you.
doing worse. And this might be my worst day might be someone's best day.
Yo, that's,
know?
I think that shit. Every morning I wake up and thank God, bro. I wake up in a nice home, nice family, mom and dad still together, nice car, a podcast. So it's like, I think like, yo, somebody really got it worse than me, and I'm here fucking complaining. Like, what am I complaining for? So that right there drives me, bro. Every single fucking day it drives me. So let's get to the lost breed, where this came about, the wanting to own a gym, or what, co-owner? You co-owner
yeah.
of the gym?
Yep.
So how'd that go about?
It started back in college, like I was mentioning before. I always looked up to what Nip was doing, like Nipsey Hussle.
Shout out to Nip.
Yeah, man, just like the way that he
Rest in
was
peace.
able to just exist, bro. You know, like I admired the fact that he would be able to go places and he would wear all his own stuff from head to toe. I thought that was the dopest, flyest shit in the world. I don't care what designer shit everybody else had. If you wear your own stuff, bro, with pride, that's fly to me.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like I saw that, and you know, I'm like, yo, in college wearing all this Nike stuff and everything, I'm like, yo, I don't want to wear this stuff anymore. I want to wear my own stuff, you know, and just like take pride in that. So that's kind of like where the dream started. And then once I transitioned into working out, kind of just went hand in hand. You know, the motivation, the inspiration, the discipline, you know, everything that goes into working out, just tied it in together with the lifestyle of you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to, as long as you work hard, as long as your intentions are pure, and as long as your heart is in the right place. You can get to wherever you want to be, you know. So I just took all of that, bro, combined it, and yeah, man, that's kind of really how it happened, you know.
Your fucking number. I love this gym, dude.
Yeah.
I still gotta switch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm lazy as fuck.
That's all good,
Because
bro.
it's just like 7 minutes down the street from me. So
Nah,
I'm
it's
there.
all
Honestly,
good, no
man,
worries.
all my preps for my shows, people shit on commercial gyms.
Yeah.
All my preps for my show, like minus, you know, our workouts here. Our workouts, bro, always go crazy, you know. So I
Yeah.
always look forward to our workouts.
For
but,
sure.
you know, most of my training sessions have been at the edge, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I credit a lot of my success, my physique, how I look, you know, to that gym.
Yeah, of course. I
You know?
meet a lot of great people. I met a lot of great people there, especially, you know,
I
you
appreciate
know
that.
what I mean?
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Now,
At Edge? In West Hartford? Yeah. Yep. We'll
no,
be there.
we just had a conversation about this, me and him in the car. We
What's
forgot
that?
about that. Because I remember I was with him that day when I seen you and, what was it, Ant? Working out there. And I'm like, I think he mentioned how you guys were like influencers around that time, right? They were, no? Well, y'all guys were like known, I guess. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like thinking, like, I'm about to have him on a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
and that was like, what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Long ass time ago. It was
Yeah.
crazy. And just see like how the world comes around, you know, just by who you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, that was so. Niggas running up and down the turf. I'm like, these niggas is crazy.
Yeah, nah,
I was a
for
little
real.
scrawny boy around that time. Yeah, I started gym at like 100, 115. Right now I'm
Damn.
195. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
4 years, bro.
That's amazing.
Holy
bro,
shit.
I was the littlest nigga in high school, bro. It was
That's
so bad. Like
crazy.
I looked like I was anorexic, like bad.
But
Like,
honestly, yeah, same. Like I was,
bro.
I was a runner. I was a cross country runner. So like,
Body dysmorphia,
yeah,
real.
yeah. So I was a little. I thought, because like, I always thought I was hot shit, man. Like, it
I
took
thought I
me-
was cocky too.
Dude,
I'm not
I
gonna
know,
lie.
man, it took
I
me
could relate
to
to
be
you in so many ways.
Nah,
It's
it,
an easy Yeah, because
it must be, bro. Because I look back at the pictures and I'm like, yeah, like I was a good-looking dude, but like, bro, I'm built like my fucking
like
pinky,
a pencil,
bro.
yeah,
I was
bro.
like,
It's
yo, what
crazy.
the fuck? I'm always here. With my shirt off running. I'm like, yo, you need to get humbled, bro. Shout out
Yeah.
Kawasaki.
Yeah, I think I'm still waiting for that humbleness. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a humble dude just
Yeah,
from
yeah.
like life experience and stuff. But when it comes to the gym, I know I've gained the weight. I know I got the body dysmorphia, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
call it. But at the same time, like I know, like damn, I look good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's I guess being cocky is a good and bad thing.
No, there's
You know?
there's a confidence to it.
Confidence,
Like,
yeah.
there's
No
confidence.
mistaking cocky for
Yeah,
confidence.
nah, I'll tell you what. When I get a haircut, yo,
Shit, be the sexiest
yo,
nigga.
Ariana,
I'll tell you
Ariana
that.
Grande, yo, like
Tell
that's
you
my
that,
girl,
yeah.
you know. But nah, for real, when I get a haircut, when Bevel be cutting my hair, yo, I'm like, damn.
Bro, be
yo.
on the Instagram
I'm
like
over here, like,
shirt
nah,
off,
but, like,
haircut.
there's a confidence to it, but you know, but there's I'll tell you what, like, you won't catch me doing. I tore my pec, right? I tore my pec.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah, I tore my pec back
Yeah,
in March because I had 405 the week prior with this dude. I hit 405. I was like, oh
Congrats.
shit, that was easy.
Shit, I'm still
And
waiting for
then
my 300.
The next day I hit 405. The next week I hit 405 again. Hit it twice. I should have stopped right there. That third time I felt my shit tear. I had like 3 times. I had 3 people there. They helped me get it up. And then, bro, when I tell you, like, it didn't hurt, but I couldn't lift my arm up. I'm like, I'm stuck right here. I'm like, yo, like, you'll get it next time. I'm like, ain't no next time. But that happened because I was in my off season. I was like 230 pounds.
230 pounds?
I couldn't put on
How
my
tall are
socks. I'm 5'8".
And 230
I
pounds.
could not put my. Remember, I was
House.
What
bro.
the
I was dogging all
That
that.
was like straight muscle, right?
I was calling him the bus, Jerome Bettis.
Yo.
He's like, who's that?
5'8"?
Yo, I
What
was,
the
yo,
fuck?
I
I
yo,
feel fat at like I'm 5'6".
I still had abs, but like
I'm like, I know,
still,
I'm
but,
not-
like,
not referring
I was
to you, but
chunky.
I
I was
look-
chunky,
yeah,
you know,
okay.
like everywhere. But it's just like,
Yeah.
But they were like, nah, bro, it's all muscle. I'm like, bro, like body dysmorphia, right?
Yeah.
So like, I put that weight up just as like, you know, to myself. I'm like, I'm strong too. Like, fuck this shit. And then, you know, I didn't leave that ego at the door. You know, but you know what? Thank God for that happening, because that introduced me to. Well, I was depressed for 3 weeks, and I ended up those 3 weeks. I sat in that shit for 3 weeks, and I was like, you know what? There's one thing I can control is my diet, right? So I ate clean for the rest of the time till I was able to start working out. Then I started working out the edge. I'm like, yo, I actually love training people in person. I didn't realize how much more I would love that than online. You know, online is it's easier because I get to spend time with the kids. You know, but man, that connection that you build with people, yo. But man, when people follow the plan and you see their change, you know, and then that shit's inspiring to me. I'm like, yo, like you guys did the work, you know. But also the text that I get from people are like telling me how much more confident they are. Or, you know, how, like, I've changed their lives.
It feels good.
You know, that feels good. Like, I'm very empathetic, right? So I cry a lot. Yo, I'm for real. I cry
It's
a
okay.
lot.
You could cry,
You know,
bro. Like, we're
I'm
not judging
crying
over here.
But, like, I cry a
Grown
lot.
man
Like,
cry,
I'm
bro.
I'm in tune with my emotions, right?
Yeah, of course.
But, man, like, dude, I just had someone, their sister just passed away, you know? Like,
Condolences.
yeah. And it's just like, just me being me, you know? I reached out to them, continuously reaching out, and to the point where, you know, she messaged me and she's like, dude, like, you've honestly made me, like, she's in her late 50s, 60s, right? And she's like, you made me realize that I can change. You know, I can change how I look, you know, and you're always so positive with me. You're always checking in on me. And she appreciated that, dude. She gave me a card, and she had her own personal, like, writing in it. And then with a gift card, I'm like, yo, you didn't have to do this, but, like, that's how much she valued me. And I never thought I would have that much of an impact on people. If I could just do that with one person,
Imagine the
let
world.
alone I'm trying to build the community with the Wolves then, you know? And I just want to be that positive person. Don't get me wrong, it's hard sometimes when people don't be following the plan. You know how it is, yo. That shit's stressful. I'm like, you have so much potential. Just follow the plan for 2 weeks. You'll see so much change mentally. Maybe not so much on the scale or weight, but you'll see so much change mentally and physically to the point, like, physically in a point where, like, you're cooking your meals, you're preparing for the week. That's one of the things that you learned, right, on prep. Am I wrong? Like, how much you were preparing for the week, preparing for the days ahead, right? Preparation is the key to success.
Yes, you are what
right?
you eat.
Because now you prepare, you cook all your food, right? Now, if there's an event that happens, right, and you're like, fuck, I left my food at home or I didn't cook, what are you going to do? You're going to eat out.
I think he could chime in on that too, because you're a vegan. He's vegan.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Got to do a lot of barley, and chickpeas, you know, all that shit. Yeah. Bloated. Yeah. That's crazy. Hmm. That's tough. Mm, back into it. That's fire. That's inspiring, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now, Josh, with the when did you start the I want to say influencer Instagram thing? When did that happen?
It started around the time that the brand started.
No brand? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yep.
Brain fart.
Nah, you're good. It started around the time that the Lost Breed started. But all my eggs were in that basket. Like I didn't pour back into myself. It was the brand or nothing. So I neglected myself a lot, like throughout that process. Even though like I felt like I was working towards something bigger and building something bigger, I still always prioritized the brand and other people.
Yeah.
I never like poured back into me.
Okay.
You know. So with that being said, now I feel like I'm in a place where I can do that. And that's why like my content has kind of shifted the way that it has. For people who have been following me over the time, you can kind of see like the direction that I'm going in now.
Yeah.
Same lane, but it may just be in a different car, if that makes sense.
What you mean by that? Like,
So I'm in the same lane: motivation, inspiration, workouts, just providing that positive light in people's lives, bro. People who are feeling down, feeling alone, being able to be there for them. You know, making sure that they know that they're not alone, and I'm in it with them. You know, I want to be like a comfort influencer, not an influencer that has all this shit together and is perfect and never does anything wrong and has all these wonderful things and oh my gosh, look at me type of shit and look what I have. No, I'm gonna bring you through the trenches with me. We gonna go through this shit together.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Step by step, brick by brick, and building that foundation. And my goal is to help change somebody's perspective on whatever they're going through. You know what
You
I'm
already
saying?
have with me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
seriously, you already
Nah,
have,
I
man.
appreciate that.
For real.
now, do you also get the DMs like how Izzy gets?
Yeah.
Even if it's like just somebody who's inspired by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how does that feel?
Honestly, bro, it's just the validation that I need. You know, it's the validation that I'm moving in the right direction, and it's the validation that I'm doing God's work, because it's bigger than me.
Amen.
It's not about me,
Yo, Josh,
you know?
No, you're
Huh?
good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
Huh?
You can come in,
Yeah,
right?
you good. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
it's
Welcome to the live podcast.
yeah, bro. It's not about me, bro. It's bigger than me. You know, I'm just a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Like just relaying God's messages, bro. Like, and that's the biggest thing for me. So, what I meant by the same lane, I'm still on that same type of time because I've always been doing this. I've always been the same person, but it's just a different focus now. So that's why I said a different car. I'm driving in the same lane on the highway, but I may be in a different car. It may look a little different.
Going to Bugatti.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 110%.
Yeah.
Now, I want to touch base on the conversation we had when I was here, when I first met you.
Yep.
I brought up how, having somebody who's lazy, being with somebody who's lazy kind of drifts you off.
Yep.
And you said a quote. Do you remember what you said? Something about being gray.
Oh yeah. Nah.
Honestly, because since you mentioned it, I'm like, bro, I've been like, just like, it's been stuck on my head because I want to get more into depth about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I said like I look like sometimes I get stuck in black or white thinking. So if it's not this, then it has to be that. But I miss the gray area sometimes. And the gray area is the in between, right? And it's like, I don't know, like I think I told you, like I feel like sometimes I'm an extremist. If I'm all in, I'm all in. Like I mentioned with the brand, I'm all in. Now I'm neglecting myself. There was no gray area for both to exist, right? So it took me a lot of time and, a lot of different conversations, a lot of therapy sessions, a lot of self-growth, a lot of self-work to realize
I feel
that the gray is important, bro. Good and evil both exist. It's not just one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I think like being with somebody, like you mentioned, being with somebody that's lazy, it will make you lazy for sure. But like I mentioned, I don't need somebody to be on the same level that I am with the gym. I don't need that because I have enough self-discipline to be like, yo, you're going to be on that. I'm about to be on this. And matter of fact, let me help you, right, get to that level. And that person can help me see the other side of things where it's like, yo, you're doing too much in the gym. You need to take a step back, relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Reconnect with yourself. Let things go. Stop trying to like be the hardest worker in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of instilled in me. I don't need to like practice that on a day to day to day. I need to take a step back so I could reset and I could like focus on other things besides the physical shit, because the physical is such a small percentage, right? It's the mental that takes you to the next level. And the only way you can get to that next mental level is by reading books, you know what I'm saying? By meditation, by spending time in nature, spending time with your loved ones, right? And really just pouring back into yourself. You can only do so much of that in the gym because it's all physical and it's all really based off the ego. It's all based on how I look. Let me take my shirt off. Oh, damn, I got to work on this, I got to work on that. But when you at home and you really doing the real work, that's when you grow for real. You know what I'm saying?
That was deep, bro. almost cried. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn your mic on, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Just flick it on. Yeah.
Yeah. Being quiet. You know, just being in a quiet place and just like writing down the things that I want to do or my vision, right? Writing it down. Journaling helps a lot. You know, I was making music for a while at a point in time. So that also gave me another creative outlet instead of just like being so reliant on the gym and letting this take everything away. Now I opened up and found a different hobby. So now I'm exercising a different part of my brain. You know, so like making the music was helping a lot. Journaling, bro, I try to journal every day as best as I can. I'm not perfect. I fuck up all the time. There's days and weeks that I might not get to it, but then I'll have other moments where I'm on it every day. You know, reading books, bro. I'm reading a book right now called Energy Vampires. So reading a book, a lot of self-help books, you know.
Self-reflective, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever read the subtitle Art of How Not to Give a Fuck?
Nah, I never read that one.
Read it, bro. Change my mind on I'm changing my perspective on life alone. But I'm
Yep.
sorry to cut you off.
No,
Continue,
you're good.
continue.
You're good. No, that's good. I'm definitely gonna tap in with that one for sure.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah,
I'll
send
send you a
the
link.
link, send the
Fuck,
link.
bro, change
Yeah.
my mind on so to run it down. It's pretty much it talks about how like it's okay to not give a fuck.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So it's like the ego you guys talking about. Like
Yep.
sometimes it really broke it down for me. You know, in ways where like I look at life a lot different now.
Mhm.
He has like 3 books.
Yeah.
And they're all connected to each other.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link. Read that shit.
It's orange, right?
Yeah, orange and
Yep.
blue. Orange and
Mhm.
blue. Yeah. So he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I seen it a bunch of times. But yeah, man, I would say that, you know, like spending time quiet, just visualizing, you know, what you want to do, what you want to go after, reading books for sure. The music was helping me for a long time. I'm just now getting back into it. I took a break from it for a little while. Spending time with loved ones, bro, especially my dog, you know, going on walks, just getting outside, getting that fresh air, spending time with nature, spending time with God, you know, in a different form. And just intentional prayer, bro. Like a lot of the times, like we pray, but it's not intentional. It may just be generic. Lord, you know, help me with this, guide me this, you know, give me the strength. But it's like, you got to be intentional. You know, you got to really ask for what you need or what you're going through or whatever it is and be vulnerable, be open. So I think like having some sort of direction in your prayer, you know, will allow God to come in and really provide you the answers that you're looking for.
Good question. Good question. That's why you laughing.
My dude's been through the trenches, yo.
Oh, bro. I think we all have over here, bro. It gets
But
bad.
we all
My
got-
conversations get bad.
Yeah, so I've been listening to Brene Brown, and yo, you
Who's
can
that?
have-
Who's that?
She's a speaker, right? Dude, yo, when I tell you, one of her things, real quick, one of her things is basically, this is why I got out of my situation. Again, most amazing girl ever, but like me personally, I just wasn't happy, right? And I'd rather be happy with myself, right?
Amen.
And with my kids and everything, and I wasn't the easiest person to be around, right? But I wasn't happy, you know. So that turned a lot of it made it like not easy to live with me, right? So I noticed that, right? And one of the things that she says is, you know, temporary discomfort for long-term joy, right?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Temporary discomfort for long-term joy, right? So
I heard that before.
making that uncomfortable decision that's going to set you forward. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to
Yes.
fucking suck. But making that change is going to make everything better.
Bro, I live by that shit. You grow in uncomfortable situations. I live by that shit.
So it's damn, the way you say it like that, that's
Damn.
crazy. That's
Wait,
crazy.
time
That's
out.
crazy.
I ain't get that.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, I wasn't happy. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of self-love, discipline, a lot of things that I got to do as a man, you know, to be better, you know. And I wasn't the easiest person. I got married young. I was manipulative at 21. You know, there was a reason why, like, I was in the military or whatever. I got 2 beautiful daughters out of that, you know, and I may have hurt some people along the way, and I'm deeply sorry.
It takes a minute to say that shit. I'll tell you that right now.
You know what?
Hell yeah.
It's tough, you know, and to this day, you know, I'm not the easiest person, you know, and, you know, I still have so much shit that I got to forgive myself for, right? That, like, I can't have those conversations because I have yet to forgive myself, right? And it's like, making that decision, though, has made me, honestly, more present, you know, a better father.
So
Right.
a wise man once told me, lift a mirror to yourself and point. Where is it pointing at?
Say that again?
He said, lift a mirror to yourself and point at the mirror. Who are you pointing at? Yourself. Take accountability, and that's what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, and again, I mean, yeah.
What do you do to find balance? You're surrounded by people like Josh, right?
Yeah.
And you see that he's self-reflective, he's accountable, he takes total time, he prays, he journals. What of those things are rubbing off on you or do that?
I'm going with the opposite of what he said. The gym. Yeah, you know, I've been out of it for quite a bit, you know, because I had my surgery, and being back in the gym has saved my life, right? Like, there's a reason why I'm getting this neck piece, right? So it's the battle between evil and good, or good and evil, right? Me and him had a conversation, and he was like, yo, you sure you want to get a neck tattoo? You sure you want to do it? Like, you can get it on your chest, you can get it on your arm, you can get it on your back, but I'm not going to be able to wake up and see it. I'm not going to be able to look in the mirror and see it. I want to see that I've fought my demons and I'm fucking winning every single fucking day. I've had dark-ass moments, man, and I know you have too, you know, and that was the biggest thing for him. I have my own coaching business, and I'm always going to be, Lord willing, you know, okay,
No, amen,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, it's not going to affect a job because of what I'm doing. And that's what he was like, bro, I'm not talking about a job. Like, are you comfortable waking up and seeing that on your neck? And I sat in it. I was like, damn, like, he's right. I don't think I'm going to do it. But then something happened. I had a dark moment. I actually told you about it, and I told Juan about it. I've only told a few people.
You mind
There
sharing?
was.
Hey, we don't, like I said,
I-
I'll share a
I'm
dark
gonna open
moment
up
too.
here. I'm vulnerable. I wear
Of
my heart
course
on my
we
sleeve.
are, bro. Hell yeah. It took me a lot to get there,
I
too.
had a dark moment. I had a thought, right? And I called him. I called one of my best friends, Melissa, crying.
I think I already know where you're going
Yeah,
with it.
and it was a dark place, and I was like, I never want to think like that again. I got 2 children, you know? So it took me, you know, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that tattooed on my neck, and it's going to, you know, mean so much to me because, again, I'm going to look at it every fucking day and know that I'm fucking winning the battle, and I choose to be here, and I choose to win. I've had so many soldiers commit suicide, and you know, so I'm fighting every fucking day to be here. So it's just like this, and I'm doing what I love. I'm surrounding myself with the people that love me, you know. So there's like, it's a selfish way of thinking, you know. I had the first time I've ever thought that, ever, like with everything that I've gone through, and it's just like, yo, I pulled myself back. I'm like, yo, like, I'm never thinking like that again. And just because of that, like, again, I'm gonna finish this piece.
Oh yeah, bro. I just want to say you're not alone, bro. We all had those.
appreciate that.
I've had those thoughts
Yeah,
multiple times. You know what I mean? And I don't have nobody to run to. You know, you get what I'm saying? This was prior to or before I met PJ and them. But like I said, now I found the gym 4 years ago. I started the gym. I used to, like, you had the music outlet. I used to paint a lot, real good, real good. He still tells me to go back to this day. So I had that outlet, and I was smoking, drinking every day, depressed. I was depressed as fuck. Then that's when those thoughts started coming in. And at this point, I lived in fucking the trenches of Meriden, you know, in a train house. I don't know if you know what a train house is. It's real compacted, bro. And like, I'm seeing nothing but mom, dad, brothers every single day. No privacy. Dark room, had no windows. So imagine every single day in a dark ass room, just me and my thoughts. No TV, no nothing. Just like fucking jail cell, bro. Literally a jail cell. So I really had those thoughts, and then that's when my grandfather died from COVID. then everything just went downhill for my family. So
Even more downhill?
even more, bro. It was bad. And then that's when our house burned down the same month. That same house burned down the same month, and I sat there, and me and my mom had a full conversation. You know, she's real emotional, so she started crying, and I just started church around this time, and I looked at it, I was like, this is a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Because after that, we bought a home right after that. It took a few months, not right away, but we bought a home, and now we're more family orientated. I started again. I was at the gym around this time, December 3rd. Then I met PJ, and then I have another friend, Brian, that we mentioned when we was here. And you guys, you remind me of Brian because it seemed like you guys are two different people, but opposites attract.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and
so
because
it's
Brian,
funny-
I wish he was here. He's so open minded like you, and like real. How I put it, like he's just the opposite of you. He's the same person as you in a different fucking body. Put it like that.
No, but well, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No,
Tune
no,
in,
finish
chime in,
what you're
chime in.
saying. Yeah.
No, so I was gonna finish off like you guys he reminds me of Brian, and you like me because he's a lot. He's nothing like me, bro. It's insane.
Go do something. Yo, but no.
Go hug a
But
tree,
no,
man. What you doing?
I'm just stuck in one tree, bro. It's hard for me. Sometimes I'm not gonna. Sometimes
I'm
it's
gonna go
hard.
bench press, man. Nah, hell no.
Sometimes it's hard for me to step. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is hard. I'm only 25. It's hard for me to step in my comfort zone sometimes.
But you know what?
It's real
though?
hard.
I love drama. I like drama TV. Drama TV.
Oh.
No. I hate drama. I fucking hate drama, but I like drama TV. It takes me away. I don't watch TV often, bro.
Yeah.
Like I watched TV on Thanksgiving, for the first time in
Bro was like, wow.
months.
I missed all this.
I'm like, yo,
Trump's president.
I'm watching Emily in Paris. It's drama driven, So I'm watching that, and I'm like, yo, this is cool. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pick up a book. So my friend suggested The Silent Patient. I want an easy read, a
Yes,
drama
that's
read.
me, yes,
So I'm like,
easy
you know
read.
what? I want something like Dr. Seuss, but not so I want
Bro
an
want
easy
a
read.
picture
you know?
book.
Right?
I started off with that side.
So, so I'm gonna check that out. And honestly, it's funny you guys say that like we're different. It's so, you would think people that don't know Josh, you would think that this motherfucker is very extroverted. This is probably he's extroverted, but he's probably one of the most introverted people you'll meet. He sits in the background and just observes.
That's me.
That's what he fucking does.
That's me. I like to
and it's
observe
like
a lot.
I've had people over my house, and again, that's my dog, right? That's like he's my brother, for real, and it's funny. I've had we have game nights, and he's always in the background just chilling, just watching, He'll converse,
When
but-
talking to, right?
Yeah,
When spoken to,
yeah.
you-
But it's
you'll
like,
converse.
but he's in the background just observing, But it's just so funny because it's like, and for me, I turn the camera on. I'm like, yo, you seen that? You know how many takes we fucking did?
One take him.
Yo,
one take,
take
good,
for
bro.
him. I'm like, yo,
Crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo,
And he's like 4 takes in.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So like, it's so funny because I'm an extroverted person, and he's introverted, but when the camera's on, this man's like, he's locked. But it's so funny because again, people also don't know that how he is on camera is how he is in real life, bro. Like I've had deep talks with him, just like going out to dinner, and this dude. And no, there doesn't go a day where this dude doesn't spill out wisdom.
Yo, first time I
Yo,
met him, you talk about
wisdom.
black, gray in the middle.
Yo,
What the fuck?
wisdom.
No,
like,
no, I never
like,
did shit like
we
that.
went to a normal ass dinner, Prime Burger, bro. We had
Like, this nigga spitting right
Yo,
now.
right?
I need more.
And I needed some life advice, like I'm going through it, with love and whatnot, yo. And this
Gonna get in
man,
that topic.
listens and he validates everything I say,
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
Need
it's
friends
just
who
like,
validate your feelings, bro.
yeah, and he
110%.
he's like, dude, what you're feeling is real.
We're human.
It's real. It's like but don't want you to get hurt. And I'm not gonna go deep into it, but he gave me some advice, and I'm like, yo, like, it's so crazy. If the cameras follow Josh around, you'd see I'm not saying he's positive all the time, but like he's always going to have something positive to say, and he lives through everything he says, right? He's not perfect, right? But because he's telling you guys to do it, he's also working on it by himself, You know,
Amen, yeah.
and that's one thing I do value from my boy Josh.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
I appreciate it, bro. For real,
That's
man.
love.
For real. Nah, I love you too,
It takes
bro.
a deep connection to sit here and talk good.
Nah,
Nah,
it
nah,
does.
friend, bro.
It
The
does,
thing is,
honestly.
anywhere I go that people know him, dude,
Yeah.
I went to a new barber. I went to Bevo, and they start talking about Josh, dude. Like, I'm gonna piggyback to what he said from earlier, how he always DMs people back, and he talks to people, and he creates these conversations. Doesn't matter who you are. This one dude goes, yo, like, he met me once, and then he sees me at the gym, just randomly filling my water. He's like, yo, what's up, dude? Like, randomly.
That's,
he's like,
that's how
dude,
you are.
like,
That's how you
yeah,
are.
you
You
know,
were
that's
me. I'm like,
that's,
we met. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Patting me on my back and shit.
yeah, I know, but that's
You
what
should-
that's love,
but that's
bro.
how
That's
I-
like, I started
But
noticing you. That's
one
love.
thing.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
one thing that I've gotten from him, right? He's rubbed off on me a bit. Like, I give people
Mm-hmm,
flowers right away. Like, there's no reason for me. If I have a compliment for you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking tell you.
Yeah.
Same thing with my clients. Some of my clients, yo, this person looks awesome. I'm like, hey, come here. I was like, they got something to tell.
you're
And they
amazing
tell
for
them
that, bro.
because,
you,
like, at the end of the
I'm
day,
start
like,
saying hi to everybody.
people need to hear that. People need to hear that they're doing good, that they look good. You know, we were having this conversation. A lot of my female clients, they get their nails done. I always validate their nails. I'm like, yo, it's simple. It's simple. But at the end of the day, like, that's something like, if someone tells me you got a fresh cut, I'm like, damn, yo, I
Feel
appreciate
good.
it.
It
feels
could be
good.
so minuscule. Yeah, yeah.
You know? No, but I always, same thing with haircuts, right? I always, like, even you with like your
Clothes.
your fit that you had at the gym, where I was like, yo, that's actually tough. I came out to you randomly.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, yo, that's a tough ass fit.
Thank you.
You
I
know,
was
so
like,
it's just
damn.
like that's how I am. Like, I give people, if there's a compliment that I'm gonna give, and don't get me wrong, I won't give you fake compliment. Like, that's how. If I fucking give you a compliment, I fucking mean it. Right?
100%.
You know, so like.
It's gonna take me a while to reciprocate, but I got it.
Yeah. But
I'm
that's fine.
introvert,
There's
bro,
no,
and
but I
especially in
don't-
the gym.
I
I'm
don't.
big
I don't.
introvert.
I don't do it to get like reciprocation. I do it because, like, I need to tell you because it's in there,
In
bro.
here,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
in there. I'm not
100%.
gonna like. I'm gonna sit at home and fucking think about. Like, I think about shit. Shit just sits in my head. So I'm like, yo, I should have said this.
You
Nah, like
overthinker,
what?
huh?
Like what happens if like, I'm not trying to get dark, but what happens next? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give them the flowers while I can. So and that's one thing that he's taught me too. It's like, yo, like, give people the flowers. That's why I give him flowers every time we get the chance to talk. I'm like, yo, like, like,
Thank you, man.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
yeah.
you.
So, has there ever been a point in time where you guys feel like you failed? And
Failed?
And how did you go about it? Like, how do you see failure?
Every day.
And how do you
Yeah.
look at it?
I mean, it's tough to say, bro, to be honest. Like, I feel like the transition period that I'm going through right now, maybe in some people's eyes, it may be a failure or it may look like a failure. Yo, why would you do that? Why would you let this go?
What
Why would
transition
you?
period?
Huh?
What transition period? This might be tough. You don't have to answer it, bro.
Nah, just like transitioning from, being so focused on the brand to, focus on myself and moving forward. Like, if people paying attention, to the brand and everything we had going on, they'll notice that we haven't posted in 2 years.
You said had.
Yeah, we haven't. So it's, and then, so I just feel like, along with life, bro, nothing lasts forever. Everything has its season. Everything has its time. And just like a book, bro, it's different chapters that end and different chapters that start. It's different people being born every day. It's different people dying every day. So it's like, what are you going to do when that time comes? And you have to be aware enough to know that, what, maybe the time has come. So time to transition, time to move on, time to pivot, time to make a change. Because a lot of the times I'll feel like I was expecting things to change. I was doing the same things and expecting things to change, instead of like, yo, like I gotta do something different. When you do the same things and you expect things to change, nothing's going to change.
Trying to read the same book and expecting a different ending.
Yeah.
Or
Go ahead.
continuing to fuck up the diet and thinking they're gonna look better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Really though.
How do you feel like that fucked up your brand by not posting? Has it?
Yeah.
Or does it get deeper than that?
No, it's way deeper than that. Yeah, I could, bro. We could have a whole episode on that alone.
Jeez.
That's why I'm kind of
Couple
like,
episodes.
yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it
part-
light.
So
but
part 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
How about that? Coming soon.
so
This is an introduction right now.
yeah, bro, and like, yeah. Yep. Yep.
The algorithm was going crazy.
Yep.
How does that affect you and your brain, even like the gym and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, it affects it a lot. You know, it's a lot. You can't really grow. You know, when two people are not communicating, you can't grow. You know, so
I can relate.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
my co-host not here. Well, the co-owner, but
Yeah.
can relate to that in a sense. Like
Mhm.
how I went about it is I can't wait for you no more.
Yeah.
That was my mindset. Like, yeah, bro, I can't wait for you no more. Cause I was relying on him a lot.
Yep.
Codependent.
Cause
Yep.
thank you. I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Nah, codependent, man.
Because I was comfortable filming with him, and we had this conversation multiple times on the pod. So, and me and him had a one-on-one conversation on this, so he understood.
Yeah.
So, and that was my comfort zone. I was scared to get out of. I was scared to come do the podcast alone.
Yep.
So even having him here today, he's been on a few already. It gives me some type of like comfortability.
For sure.
I know it's a bad thing because I didn't. He doesn't have to be here. I thank you, but I should be able to come here alone and just
Nah,
like.
that's love.
No, 110%.
love,
He's
that's
like, yo, I
love,
can't say no. You're like my son.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad. But I get what you're saying. So
Yeah.
it got to a point like, yo, I can't wait on you no more, bro.
Mhm.
So I'm just do this shit alone.
Yeah.
And then that's what I've been doing. Changed everything, and I've been doing good. We used to do it every week consistently, but obviously without a helper, it's hard because I do my own editing.
Yeah.
Everything's done by
Takes
me.
time.
Yeah, and I'm putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. So, but
Yeah.
now it's going good though. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? So I relate to you in the sense of that.
It's better to cut the fat in the beginning than be years in and then like now
Have
you're
to
going
grow.
through this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's good that it happened in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
It's tough.
You know.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. Like so much easier. To cut
What
the
time
fat
we at,
in.
bro? Shit. It
Damn.
feels like 20 minutes.
That's
Yo,
a
for
flu.
real.
We go
that's
for another
crazy.
hour.
that
For real,
flew.
that's crazy.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Damn.
So I want to chime in again. Like I said, you guys remind me a lot like me and my boy.
Yep.
Two total opposites. I do want to thank you for constantly coming up to me and complimenting the shirt. Even though I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But I definitely knew it was love. You know what I mean? And thank you for getting him on with the podcast. Same
for
day
sure.
too. Like he was on it.
Nah,
Like, I
that's,
like
that's
that.
my
That's
dog,
fucking
bro.
love,
like,
bro.
For real, like
That's love, bro.
Like he knows this too. Any chance I get to like, for my people, for sure. Like you know this. Like, bro, I'm there. Like my people, you need me. You need something. You need food. Bro, how many times
I was about to say that.
Bro, how many
Yeah.
times
I
I
was
brought you
about to
food
say
during
that, bro.
prep, during
Bro,
whatever.
I
Yo,
remember
go ahead.
times like I'll have the food here, and when you on prep, bro, you hungry, you know, because you doing a lot of cardio, you know, like your mind is all over the place. You experience what's it, prep brain, whereas like your calories are low, so you can't really think straight. You know, you're kind of flustered.
Oh, okay.
So there be times where I'll call like, yo, bro, I'm putting my food in the microwave or I'm taking it out and I'll drop it or something. It'll hit something, boom, food on the floor.
Frustrated.
And
as
that's
hell.
like that's your lifeline, bro. Like you need that to like survive and to keep going because you barely eating as it is. So when you drop that one and you don't have anything, it's not like you could just go to McDonald's or Chipotle and grab something. No, you're on plan.
That's
You
discipline,
can't,
bro.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
fuck yeah.
veer off of that. So then I'm calling yo, bro, I dropped I'm on the way, bro. What you need? Yo, I just made this, bro. I'm gonna bring you a plate. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just like
And it's happened multiple times.
multiple
Yeah,
times,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Multiple times. Like times like I'll be here hungry. Yo, you at the gym?
Today.
Word. Yeah, today he
Today.
brought me a meal and a muffin, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Fuck yeah.
just all out of
tune in,
love.
bro. I got to tune in with you. 'Cause I
Yeah.
definitely want to start getting more in the kitchen. And I see when you
Bro,
guys are disciplined as fuck in the kitchen.
That's
I know that's
game
the
changer,
most
man.
important part right
'cause
there.
I mean, it's both, right? You can train hard and not have the diet down pat, right? And you're still gonna look the same year after year. You can have the diet down pack and not train hard, and you're gonna look the same year after year. But I would say I would credit a lot of your progress to the kitchen.
Yeah.
A lot of it. A lot of it.
230, right?
I
He
do
was.
that. I was
Yeah, he
eating the
was.
kitchen. I ate the whole
Yeah,
kitchen, yo.
Yeah.
I ate myself, yo. Basically, yo. I was
Yo,
fucking
for real.
yo, crazy.
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Um,
But I'll say all of that to
Yeah.
say, bro, like that's just the way that is, bro. Like he's an amazing person, man, and he's gonna show you that not just through words but through actions. You know, like I said, there'll be times where I'm here all day, dude just come with some pizza, like, yo, bro, I know you hungry. Take this. You know, I'm like, bro, that's love. You know what I'm saying? So like those are little things, bro, and little gestures that definitely don't go unnoticed. You know, and a lot of our conversations is like there be times I think I called you were in a barbershop one time and I called him randomly and I'm like, yo, man, just want to thank you, bro, for teaching me like different ways to work out. different techniques to start implementing. Now I get to use those for myself and also with clients, opening my eyes to a new way of training. You know what I'm saying? And that's big for me, bro, because this is my career. So now I get to take those little things that he taught me and use them for myself and other people as well, and keep passing on the game, bro, that he passed on to me.
Fuck yeah.
So like, it's love.
Yeah, no, for real. And that's the thing, right? So like, that's how I view friendships, right? Like, I'm not saying it has to be transactional in any shape or form.
Right.
But every single relationship you have, one, there has to be intention. Two, you have to work on it.
Yep.
And three,
Yep.
like, you guys should be learning from each other,
Yep.
right? And building each other, whether it's a friendship, whether it's,
Marriage,
spouse,
whatever,
marriage,
anything.
whatever it is, it's going to work, and you're going to continue to lift each other and make each other better. If that's not the case, you got to,
Something like that takes time, though. Time and patience.
yes.
And a lot of it.
A lot of it, for
Awareness,
sure. Awareness,
self-awareness,
self-awareness,
everything.
that stuff, yeah.
I get frustrated
Yo,
quick,
for
bro.
real.
Yeah, I be ready.
For real?
Yeah, I get frustrated, bro, quick. I'm patient, but at the same time, I'm not when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean?
But that's the generation we live in now, bro. We can go and just type something in on Google or AI and have the answer in 2 seconds.
Exactly.
But like me, like I'm in the middle. PJ, is it? Yeah, me and PJ, we kind of like in the in between stage. So where it's like we had that, but there was times where we didn't. So we had to just figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? Or be patient and wait a week, 2 days, 3 days to find out an answer. Instead of like, like dudes could text somebody instantly, send right away. We had to flip phones, like pressing the number 3 times to text. Like
They're going like that.
yeah, like so it was
me
different.
too, bro. I did that
MySpace,
shit too,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Like it's different, bro.
SpongeBob background with the music.
All that,
Yeah,
man.
that's
So like
crazy.
it's
Go to your friends, knock on the door. That
exactly.
Yeah,
You feel me? It's like, yo, you need that face-to-face interaction. So it's like, y'all like nowadays, bro, it's like it's tough, man, because everything is so fast. Like, you could get everything fast. Like, so I think that plays a role too. But it's just gonna come to you just realizing, man, that like everything is happening in its exact time for an exact reason. And you sometimes we think we're ready for something, and we're not. And that's why God don't give it to us right away. Because if He did, we would be like, I don't know what to do with it. Even though we think we're ready, He only knows when we are. So you could just think about that next time you're going through something like, yo, maybe this is like,
Not the right time.
yeah, it's not the right time. And that's
you've
simple
told
as
me
that.
too,
I
man.
put my faith in God a lot.
Hey,
man.
he's
Yeah.
told me that too, yo. Remember I called you at the gym? I'm like, yo, this
Oh,
person
yeah,
got
yep,
this
yep,
shit,
yep,
this
yep.
person got this shit.
Yep,
I'm like,
yep,
what the fuck am I doing wrong?
yep.
He was like,
get that.
because
Those
he's
thoughts
been
a lot,
he's been telling me, he was like, yo, you look the part, you got the whole aesthetics, you're big, you're lean, you got the whole presence. Start recording, bro. I can't. I'm not saying I can't. I almost did, but
You can.
I can, but it's just a lot of work, and I'm not ready to put in that work, especially how drained. Dude, I got like 50 something clients right now. Shit's draining, like in a different way, like mentally, I gotta. I still have to learn how to communicate so much more.
Yeah.
So so adding more to my plate. So now I'm working in person. I'm working I got 3 days off now, right? So there's one day that I dedicate to check-ins and everything, and then I'll spend the night, with the kids. And then Thursday I'll have, spend the evening with the kids, and then Sunday is gonna be with the kids, right? But it's like there's still so much I gotta do. But I'm like, so now I give myself Wednesday to be able to, figure that shit out and do more work and have more time to myself, right? And just grow, But it took me 4 months, dude. I drained myself. I ran myself to the ground.
Yeah.
You've been there, bro. I'm working day in and day out, nonstop, 6 days a week, and that shit drained me. So now I'm like, you know what? I'm giving myself some more time to be able to decompress, but also work on myself. I'm not saying that shit lightly either. I am working myself. I'm learning how to regulate my
Every
emotions
day.
better. I'm learning how to be more emotionally intelligent. And I think that right there alone, if there's something that you can spread to your kids, it's going to be emotional intelligence. That will set up your kid's future. And that's right now what I'm trying to learn with myself so that I can pass that along to my kids. And I'm only 28, so there's going to be a lot more that I'm going to learn that I want to learn to pass to my kids, because that's what's going to help them grow and help them be better and learn how to control themselves in stressful situations.
Amen, bro.
I'm already there, bro.
Wilding at 28, 29.
Yeah.
30 hit, and I just
But that's the thing. Yeah.
self-reflecting, healing from all the growing up in the 90s and stuff like that. It was tough.
Yeah.
And parents were different.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Leave you out in the street, we out there.
That's it. Tell nothing.
Doing
Yeah.
crazy things, so you don't really realize all the neglect and trauma
Yeah.
that you was taking on.
Yep.
Pop's not there.
And then when you got kids, you start realizing. Like I told myself, I was like, I'm never. I love my mom, but I told myself I'm never parenting like my mom ever. Yo, I fucking look back for the first 3 years of my life. I'm parenting like my mom. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Takes a toll, huh?
But then what that does too is it's either going to cause you to do two things. It's going to cause you to parent as the extreme left. So like, I didn't want to be like my stepfather, right? So I'm like overdoing it. I'm like super conscious of like not hurting my children and stuff. And that kind of took away from me. Sometimes it takes tough love.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There's gonna be balance, right? There's gonna be balance. So I'm definitely a big believer in, gentle parenting. I don't take that shit lightly. I think gentle parenting is amazing. Your kids are gonna understand more the more you're able to regulate your fucking emotions, right? If you can regulate your emotions and your kids see that, like I'm fucking stressed, but let me breathe. Let me not react. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel your fucking feelings, but don't react out of it, right? And that's what I'm trying to spread, because now if you react, dude, I would get hit just for fucking spilling something. You know this? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing that to my kids, and I've learned so much now. And again, it took me, like within the last year trying to work on myself. And that's why I say I'm basically in my 30s, because I'm doing this at a younger age. Not I wouldn't attribute myself, but it's the people I surround myself with, right? So I hang out with him. I hang out with Melissa. I hang out with Joe. I hang out with Juan. And there's so many people that I hang out with that are not so many people. My circle's tight, but because of them, I'm able to grow in different ways, right? And just who they are, and I'm able to like, again, my biggest thing, I'm going to therapy too. Just, again, regulating my emotions. I'm going to always say that, regulate my emotions, because it's so easy to get angry and act out of anger. It's so easy to act on sadness. It's so easy to act on impulse when you're happy, right? But sitting down and being self-aware of that, and then reacting.
God bless you, bro.
For real.
Yeah, God bless you, bro. Hell yeah.
It's hard. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, and when the devil knows that, he's gonna use that every time as bait. Yeah. I know it is react out of emotion. Let me fluster him up real quick, because he wants you to make a wrong decision or a decision based out of anger or whatever it is. So it's just being conscious of that too.
No,
Like, the little signs, like, nah, that's just the devil testing me, man. I know.
No, valid.
Because he knows our weaknesses, bro, and that's what they try to exploit, which is crazy.
Nah, there was.
Yeah.
No, for real. There was something you said. I forgot. There's different devils for different levels.
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
new levels bring new devils, bro. To every,
Right
and then
there.
like the other side is like to every. There's a backside to every blessing, so that's why I told you, it's like you think you want something, but then when you get there, you don't realize all the stuff that comes with it. So it's like, again, you think you're ready, you think you want it now, but if you got it, you'll be like, I don't even want this, So just different things like that.
You guys are great. I can talk to y'all all day, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro.
that.
So before we cut, where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years? It might be a hard question. You gotta answer.
I already know the answer, but
Well, where would you want to be in the next 5 years?
I'm gonna open up my own spot, But I don't like the business side of things. It's just, I just want to focus on training. So like I got to figure out, how I can implement that in the next 5 years, because I'm not gonna. I'm not staying where I'm at. Right. It was a great start, but I'm gonna end up opening up my own place, and figuring out how I can, be the best version of myself and spread that love, spread that positivity, and be a better coach, right? So I pick myself apart so hard, and it isn't until, and I question myself every single fucking day. I call him, I'm like, yo, like, I don't think, I question myself, But it's
We
the
all do, bro.
It's the validation that we get from others. Seeing him change, seeing my clients change, I'm like, holy shit, and that drives me to continue. This is my calling. This is what I'm gonna do. But it takes me, like, I have to dig deeper. And that's a constant effort. When I'm tired, I gotta, I still gotta do this, right? And that's something that I'm battling with myself.
And that's the hardest part when you're tired. You don't want to do it. You still
I'm
get up and do it.
bro. I'm tired all day, bro. So it's like it's something that I'm battling with myself, trying to be better at, doing the work when I don't want to do the work.
How about you?
Next 5 years?
Well, where do you want to be, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
First and foremost, just want to be at peace, bro. Like,
that's deep.
for real, like,
that hit soul. That hit soul,
bro. It's real though. It's
he
real.
said one word. That shit cut it.
I'm telling you, man, just be at peace, bro. Cause like all the material stuff and everything, like that's cool, man. But that doesn't bring you peace. That doesn't bring you happiness or joy. So I really just want to be at peace, bro. Like I feel like a lot of my 20s, I don't want to say it was rough, but maybe rough emotionally. Just like different friends you maybe went to high school with, or people you grew up with, they're no longer here anymore. And whether that's, like physically or just on a relationship level.
Or dead.
You know what I'm saying?
Not to get deep, but my bad.
Yeah, like things like that. So, and the people that you think are going to be here forever or be your best friend or best man, whatever it is forever, like you may have a totally different relationship with them now. And that hurts. It leaves scars. Especially me, I grew up an only child. So like my friends and my cousins, my family, like my friends are my family, like,
amen to that.
Like blood, like, so, I say all of that to say, just want to experience peace, bro. Just want to experience happiness. I'm working on things behind the scenes, and just want to bring those into fruition, maybe possibly, relocate somewhere. CT's been cool, but bro, like it's been a long time, I've been here a long time. So would love to do something different and, experience something new.
What place would you want to move to?
Figuring it out, bro.
Miami?
Miami would be dope, but
Miami's tough.
yeah, I don't know, just trying to figure it out, bro. See where God kind of calling me. Yeah.
Well, I thank you guys, man.
What about you?
Well,
5 years.
Fuck, 5 years? Shit, bro. That's a tough
Podcast
question
will
for
be
me,
popping or
bro.
what?
I definitely want to get jumping with this podcast for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a licensed plumber right now. I don't plan on doing it so I don't plan on doing it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I failed a lot in life. I've done Twitch streaming.
But
that's not failing.
That's not failing, bro. That's just you're learning. You're not failing, bro. That's
so I see it as failure, but it's a step closer to success. That's how I see it. I don't when I fail at something, I'm like, oh fuck, I failed.
Nah, because
You know what I mean?
failing means you completely stop.
But sometimes it's okay to see as a failure.
Yeah, but like you're not failing, bro. That just wasn't what was meant to be. Right?
Exactly.
That just wasn't meant to be. Failing means you're fucking done. Like you're done. You're not doing anything else. You're continuing to pursue your passion. You're continuing to pursue what it is that drives you. Right. That's success. Right. And you're going to continue to be successful if you continue to follow that.
Amen.
So.
Thank you.
I
needed that.
Failing, bro.
But, let you finish that.
Yeah, to continue. Definitely want to build a team. Definitely want to build a team and I want to. My main goal is to do a travel podcast. I want to travel, bro.
That's fire.
I want to go to fucking different countries, different states, and film content, and do podcasts. That's what I want to do.
Make that shit happen.
Hell yeah, bro. And I'm going to.
I love that.
Believe me, I'm going to. I'm going to. It's gonna take a lot of patience. Like I said, step by step, brick by brick. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you guys, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Already know. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for
That
having
was
us.
episode 41 Off the Clock podcast, guys. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys.